Mixed martial arts is a sport that can be hard on the body. From concussions to torn tendons, there's plenty of ways to get yourself hurt. That's why it can be so impressive to see fighters who have been showing up fight after fight after fight. Today we're taking a look at the UFC fighters who have the most bouts under their belt. Can you guess who has the most UFC fights? If you like this video, be sure to subscribe and check back every week for more Ultimate MMA. This guy is often regarded as one of the greatest grapplers in UFC history. Demian Maia is a jiu-jitsu practitioner, judo fighter, and a 43-year-old welterweight with plenty of experience under his black belt. Maia has racked up a total of 32 fights with the UFC. One of Maia's most notable fights was against UFC legend Chael Sonnen at UFC 95.
I don't exactly agree with that because everybody does. Whoa, beautiful takedown. Sonnen trying to survive. It's all over. That's how good Demian Maia is.
Right out the gate, Sonnen and Maia exchanged some heavy strikes. But before the end of round one, Maia scored a huge takedown on Sonnen and quickly moved into a triangle choke. Before long, Sonnen tapped and Maia was victorious. Despite being one of the older fighters in the game, Maia has yet to retire. We can't wait to see who Maia takes down next. Jeremy Lil Heathen Stevens comes in at number 8 in the featherweight division and is notorious for having huge power. Stevens is also known for occasionally beating on his opponents while they're unconscious. Yikes. Stevens has had a total of 33 fights. One of the best finishes by Stevens came at UFC 189 against Dennis Bermudez.
Landed one earlier, landed a couple. And a big knee! Looking to finish the fight!
That's it!
It's all over! Jeremy Stevens! Wow!
By the third round, both fighters were throwing heavy exchanges, but Stevens put an end to it with a flying knee to the face. Bermudez went down, and of course, Stevens landed a few extra strikes just for good measure. Being one of the most aggressive heavyweight fighters of all time, Andrei the Pitbull Arlovski is a terrifying opponent to have in the octagon. Arlovski has had a total of 34 UFC bouts. Arlovski got to show off his power at UFC Fight Night where he went against Antonio Silva.
Arlovski doing a good job of slipping off.
Oh! Bigfoot goes down! Early knockdown for Arlovski. Silva's
He's
out!
got it!
Andrei Arlovski has done it! A huge upset here tonight in Brasilia!
In the first round, the Pitbull landed a heavy hit that put Silva on the ground. After a few grounded pounds, Silva looked motionless, and Arlovski came out with the decisive victory. Last we checked, Andrei Arlovski is 42 years old and has no plans to retire. So we're looking forward to seeing who Arlovski will take down next. Not only does this fighter have some of the most total fights in the UFC, he also holds the record for the most wins in the UFC lightweight division. Jim Miller has a total of 36 fights. Miller has a great ground game, studying wrestling and jiu-jitsu for most of his career. One of the best examples of Miller's crazy submission game came at UFC Fight Night, where he faced Clay Guida.
Counter right hand for Guida. They both trade right hands. Guida's hurt, and he's in the guillotine. It's just time. That is it. That is his best choke. Miller's got this, guys. He's out. No, he's out. Clay Guida's out. He's out. He's out. He is out. He is out.
Miller with his patented guillotine submits Clay Guida!
In the first round, Guida and Miller both exchanged heavy hands, but Miller was the one who was able to use his famous guillotine choke to score a submission victory. Guida was out cold. At 37 years old, Miller is still in the UFC, and we can't wait to see him in future fights. Did you know who had the most UFC fights? It was none other than Donald Cowboy Cerrone, with an impressive total of 36 UFC fights. This former professional kickboxer has fought some of the biggest fighters in the world, including, of course, the notorious Conor McGregor. But Cowboy's greatest moment might have been at UFC 202, where Cerrone faced Rick Story.
Lightweight champion Eddie Alvarez years ago.
Oh, come on! Story's in big trouble.
Big time. Cowboy looking for the finish.
Beautiful.
It's all over. Donald.
Sensational.
Cowboy. Cerrone set up by the head kick.
It was in round 2 where Cowboy executed one of the cleanest and most brutal combos for a KO victory on Story. Cerrone has been talking about retiring soon, but we hope he sticks around a little longer and racks up even more UFC fights. Did you know who had the most UFC fights? Is there anybody you're surprised didn't make the list? Let us know in the comments below. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe. We have some of the best fights and fighters every week here at Ultimate MMA.